Hello, I am Isaac Newton, and I created gravity. Now, I may not have exactly created gravity, but I really created the concept of gravity. Now, how did all this happen? How did I get to where I am? Let me tell you. I was walking home from college. Trinity College, to be exact. Smartest kid in the class. I was. Yet, what was happening was the Great Plague. When I had gotten home, I sat down to ponder my thoughts, when all of a sudden, I had been hit in the head with an apple. This may not sound like much, but I then thought more and more of this apple, and the way it moved towards the earth, straight, not at an angle. How? I started to study motion for over a year and a half, and soon came to my theory of gravity. Gravity brought things to the earth, keeping them there. That's how I'm standing here now. Soon enough, I came up with the 3 laws of motion. They are not as confusing as they seem. They're actually quite interesting. Let me show you them. Law number 1. Every object will remain at rest or in uniform motion in a straight line unless compelled to change its state by the action of an external force. This law is pretty common sense. It basically means that an object isn't going to move unless if something moves it. Or an object isn't going to stop unless if something stops it. I'll give you an example and put things in terms of your time. Take into account a car. When it moves, it is able to slow down and speed up. This is because of friction inside the car and against the surface it's moving on. If it wasn't for friction, the car wouldn't move or the car wouldn't stop. Law number 2. For a constant mass, force equals mass times acceleration. This law basically says that the more mass something has, the more force you're going to need to accelerate it, to move it. Say, a pen, very light, and a piece of wood, fairly heavy. If I should throw these objects, one of them will be easier to accelerate and will require very little force. The other will require more force to accelerate it into the air. You see? Now time to learn about the 3rd and final law. For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. It's pretty self-explanatory. When an object interacts with another object, that object is going to send back the same amount of force to the other object. For an example, a basketball. If I drop it, it comes back up to me. As you can see, the ball hits the ground, making the ground send back the same amount of force in the other direction, allowing the ball to come right up into my hands. And that's what I created, the 3 laws of motion. Something that every day we see, but we don't see, if you know what I mean. I'm Sir Isaac Newton. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you learned something, and I'll see you next time. Bye.